Welcome back to Learn with Sam and Ash. In this video, we'll see types of essays that can be asked in your IELTS writing part 2. Let's start with the least common essays and then we're going to go to the most common one. Number 5. This type is called two-part question. Let me show you an example of that. In some countries around the world, men and women are having children later in life. What are the reasons for this development and what are the effects on society and family life? As you can see, there are 2 questions and 1 statement. Now, if you want a detailed answer, understand each and every sentence that you have to write in an essay. Do not forget to register for a new batch starting on 19th of July for our famous IELTS Masterclass. These classes got 4.7 out of 5 rating in Google review. Do not believe me? Let me show you. Now, if you want full details about this course, how you can register, how much you have to pay, what plans, do not forget to download the PDF, which includes all the details. All right, we are back to the question. If you want to write an answer, what do we have to do? Not start writing, we have to understand the question. As you can see, there's a statement and there are 2 questions, and this is always the same for this kind of question. That's why it's called two-part question. And the question, as you can read right now, it's about men and women having children later in their life. Earlier, they used to have it early, that is maybe at the age of 21, 22. Now they're having it at the age of 30, 35. What are the reasons for that? That is the first question. And how will it impact the society is your second question. If you do answer both of the questions and relate to the introduction and the conclusion, you have the perfect answer. The simple answer from the Cambridge is in the description. Just click and download it, please. Type 4. Advantage and disadvantage type of question. In this question type, you will be asked to provide advantages and disadvantages, and sometimes they ask you which one is better than another one. That means which one outweighs another one. The question is, nowadays technology is increasingly being used to monitor what people are saying and doing. For example, through cell phone tracking and security cameras. In many cases, the people being monitored are unaware that this is happening. Do you think the advantages of this development outweigh the disadvantages? As you can see, this is outweigh kind of question for advantage and disadvantage. It can be asked directly as well. What are the advantage and disadvantages of this development? Hence, the answer will change according to the question. Now, when I say question, I meant both statement and the type of question. The type can be understood from the sentence at the end. That is, advantage and disadvantage plus outweigh. Moreover, the statement provides us information what the question is about. As you can see, it's about people being monitored without their permission. So the first statement here is about technology being used for monitoring. And the second sentence is about people are not aware about this technology or being monitored. Hence, our goal is to include both of these sentences, provide the advantages of people not being aware, and also disadvantages of that. And which one is dominant in this case? As I said, answer is in the description, and I cannot discuss the structure right now because it will take us then 2 to 3 hours to understand all the answers. But you can understand this kind of question can come up in an exam, and the chances are almost 20 to 30% only because we are still in the category of less common questions. 3. Problem solution or causes and solution is another type that can be asked in exam. Now, question is, some people get into debt by buying things they don't need and can't afford. What are the reasons for this behavior? What actions can be taken to prevent people from having this problem? This kind of question can be asked 3 ways. The first one is they'll ask you only for the solution. Second way is they'll ask for the reasons for the problem. Third one, they'll ask causes for these problems and solution. In this one, we have seen reasons for the problem as well as they're asking for solutions. And hence it's our responsibility as a test taker to write both of them. As you can see, it's about buying things, and not just buying things, people cannot afford them and they're just buying for buying sake, not because it's useful for them. Right. So you have to talk about why is this happening, because they were given a reason. And finally, you have to provide a solution for this problem. It's a problem in a way, right? As I mentioned earlier, the solution for this question is in the description. But if you want to understand a little bit about the structure, always provide 1 paragraph for the reasons of this problem, and you can have multiple paragraphs for the solution, that is a solution for this problem. We are going towards the most commonly asked questions. Let's have a look at number 2. Discuss type of essay. The question is, Some people work for the same organization all their working life. Others think that it is better to work for different organizations. Discuss both these views and give your own opinion. In this question type, they will always provide you two views about one topic. In this case, working in an organization. And the two views, work for a longer time, that is your whole life. And second one, you keep changing the organization. So what are the aspects once you go for work in one organization for a long time? Second one is keep changing it. You have to discuss both of them and then provide your opinion. What do you think? Which one is better? It's not advantage or disadvantage. It's about discussing both types. In this sense, you have to talk about good aspects, bad aspects, and give guesses, or let's say provide your responses. Why do you think this one is better? Let me just give you a hint. You cannot write in one paragraph both the views. In the sense, one paragraph for one view, second paragraph for the second view. And then you can have a separate paragraph for opinion, or you can write in the conclusion. Now, as I said, answer again is in the description. You can go through it and understand by yourself. Let's move to the last one, or in this case, the first one, the most common one. And the most common one is agree and disagree. Let's have a look at the question. In some countries, an increasing number of people are suffering from health problems as a result of eating too much fast food. It is therefore necessary for governments to impose a higher tax on this kind of food. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this opinion? When they say to what extent do you agree or disagree, that means they're asking which side do you want to choose. So as you can see, they'll always provide a statement and they'll always provide you what people think about it. That means what people's view on this or people's opinion. You have to provide what is your opinion. Are you with the people or not with them? In both cases, you're right, but your explanation is more important than just choosing one side. Because some students always ask me, can I write negative about what people think? Of course, you can. Your explanation is more important than choosing one side. Now, some people ask me as well, if I write only about agreement, right? If I agree, is it okay? No, you have to contradict yourself a bit. In the sense, let's say you have written 3 paragraphs for your agreement. That means my reason 1 for my agreement, reason 2 and reason 3. And you have to also include one more paragraph for your disagreement. Answer is in the description. Go through it. You will understand better. If you need more questions, decoding all those question types and the questions, you can go to the description, download the PDF and register for the 19th July IELTS Masterclass batch. I hope you enjoyed the video and understood something new from this video as well. Have a nice time. Take care.